I'm 31 now and I've spent the past 7 years chasing my passions. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm definitely saying that you shouldn't make the same mistakes that I did. So back in 2018, I had just completed my MBA and I was trying to figure out what to do next. The safest option would have been to get a job, and that's what I did for a while at least. But sometime in August, I sat down to figure out what it was that I really wanted to do, and I sat down on my friend's couch and I came up with this 5 year plan. The thing was, at the time, I was getting deeply interested in spiritual things. I wanted to study the Vedas, I wanted to study Jyotisha. I was already doing martial arts, but I wanted to go deeper in that. And that's what I did. I started studying how to chant the Vedas. I went to a Veda Parayana class. I even ended up enrolling in a Jyotisha course, which is, for those of you who don't know, Jyotisha is Indian astrology, and personally, it's an amazing system. I've witnessed and I've made some incredible predictions just from looking at a chart, just from looking at people's palms. At the same time, I was also studying martial arts, right? I did mention that. I wasn't just doing regular martial arts, I was actually studying weapons. I was doing Thang Ta, which is a Manipuri martial art, and it literally means sword in spear. So, yeah, I've literally studied the blade. At the same time, I was also diving deep into art and to a lesser extent, music. So I wasn't just pursuing one passion, I was pursuing every single one that I had. And honestly, life was amazing. But I made a fatal mistake. See, the thing was, I wasn't making money doing all of this. I did have a small income source, but it was nowhere near enough. I firmly believed in one of the dumbest pieces of advice from the internet, which is follow your passions and the money will come. Spoiler alert, it didn't. I never really advertised my services. I didn't try to monetize what I did. Instead, I played the role of a visionary entrepreneur, working in secret on some big project that would one day make me rich. Delulu at its finest, I know. Of course, like I said, I wasn't a complete idiot. I did have a small income source, but that small income source made me complacent, right? And it made me turn down opportunities, real opportunities that could have really taken me somewhere. There was this one art job that I was offered sometime in 2023, and if I had taken that, I would have been somewhere else by now, especially my art. And there was another opportunity, and if I had said yes to that, I would have been a literal rock star by now. And I turned both of them down because I was committed to the vision. Fast forward to now, things are very different. I've woken up to reality and money's become a pressing concern. So I did what any guy would do. I applied for jobs. I applied for jobs as an illustrator for months and nothing. The rejection really freaking hurt, man, especially after being validated by people in the industry, especially after people had looked at my sketchbook and said, anytime you want a job, call me. And I forgot to save their number, I forgot to save their card. Just dumb mistakes, you know? So here's the lesson I learned after spending most of my 20s chasing my passions. Chasing your passion isn't wrong. In fact, it gave me some of the most beautiful experiences in my life. I learned ancient wisdom, I learned how to wield the blade. I learned some incredible things and I had some incredible experiences. I explored parts of myself that most people never will in their entire life. But here's the truth that nobody ever told me. Chasing passions without any income, it's just a hobby. And hobbies don't pay the bills. I made the mistake of thinking that passion would eventually pay off. That if I just kept going, that the universe would magically just manifest paychecks for me. But that's the truth, right? The universe doesn't pay rent, you do. Looking back, the smartest thing I could have done was just take that job in the art industry. It would have given me stability. I could have kept doing art, and I could have eventually found time for the rest of my pursuits. But I didn't. That way I could have enjoyed my passions instead of constantly stressing about survival. So if you're in your 20s wondering what to do, don't make the same mistakes I did. Don't abandon your passions, but definitely don't abandon money either. Find a way to make them work together, and if you can profit off of your passions, nothing like it, right? Even if it's not perfect at first, it's better than being broke. Because the truth is, your 30s come faster than you think, and if you're not careful, you'll wake up in your 30s with a bunch of regrets about all the things that you haven't done. So, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and check out the next couple of videos. I'm going to be